Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be making some tacos de bistec and flour tortillas. So if you want to learn how to make this super easy and delicious recipe, just stay tuned and I'll show you how. Alrighty guys, so let's get started with our ingredients. So for this recipe we're going to need 2 pounds of pre-sliced beef bottom round roast, 3 cups of flour, 4.5 tablespoons of shortening or lard, 7 Anaheim or hatch green peppers, a half an onion, 5 golden potatoes, 2 garlic cloves, a handful of cilantro, a half a teaspoon of oregano, half a teaspoon of ground cumin, black pepper, salt, and garlic salt. So these are ingredients. Now let's get started. Alright, so first we're going to begin by making our dough for our tortillas. So in a bowl we're going to add 3 cups of flour. I'm going to be adding a little bit of salt. With our clean hand, we're going to mix it together. Okay, to that we're going to add our lard or shortening, or you can use butter or oil, and just crumble it together with the flour. Okay, so just mix it until your flour feels like wet sand. Okay, and once our flour feels like wet sand, we're slowly going to add water. I'm using hot water, but make sure that you use it as hot as your hands can handle. And just add enough until the flour has hydrated. So pour the water slowly until it's fully hydrated. So as you can see, I still have some dry flour, so I still need a little more water. Okay. And there's still a little more. And I use 1 cup and 1/3. So once it's fully hydrated, now we're going to knead for 5 minutes. And as you can see, the dough is still a little wet, but that's going to come together as we knead. So just knead for 5 minutes until we have a smooth dough. Alrighty, and after 5 minutes, our dough should be nice and smooth and it should no longer stick to our hands. So now we can get ready to divide into small balls. So we're making small taco tortillas, so just make sure that they're nice and small. Alrighty, and once we have divided all of our dough into small balls, we're going to cover it with plastic wrap and just allow it to rest while we get our chiles ready. Okay, so I'm going to be broiling my chiles, but of course you can always roast them. So I'm going to add a little oil to my baking sheet. Just brush it. And I already cleaned my chiles and removed the stem and brush them as well. Okay, let's do dance. And I'm going to be adding 1 jalapeno. So just throw it in there. We're also going to add the onion. Just break it down and brush it as well. Okay, we're going to place it in the oven. Broil for 5 minutes. And while we wait, we can get our meat ready. Okay, so we're going to grab our beef steaks. We're going to cut into strips. Make sure that they're thin. And you're going against the grain. And we're just going to flip it over and then cube it. Just like that. And I like to get rid of some of the fat, but of course that's all optional. And we repeat with the rest of our steaks. Okay, and after 5 minutes, we're going to carefully pull a rack out and flip our chiles. We're going to put them back in for another 5 minutes. Okay, once we have our meat all nice and chopped, now we can chop our potatoes. I like to remove the ends and just begin to slice them. And cut them in strips and then into smaller cubes. And then just transfer them in a bowl with water. And once our chiles and onion are ready, we're going to pull them out and just allow them to cool down until it's cold enough for us to peel them. Okay, and as for our meat and our potatoes, we're just going to set them to the side until we're ready to cook them. Okay, and after 5 minutes, we're going to peel our peppers. We're going to transfer 4 of them into our blender cup, and then 2 of them, we're going to chop them into rajas. Okay, we're going to transfer the onion to the blender cup as well. And the 2 chiles, we're just going to cut them into strips. And then into small little cubes. And of course, just remove the seeds. Okay, so now we're just going to set arrajas to the side and make our salsa. To the blender cup, we're going to add 2 garlic cloves. Going to add the oregano, cumin, half a teaspoon of black pepper, and half a teaspoon of salt. And we're going to blend it with half a cup of water. So just close it and begin to blend. Okay, once that's blended, we're going to open it and add our cilantro. Okay, we're going to put it back and continue blending. Okay, and just like that, we have our salsa. So we're going to set it to the side so we can make our tortillas. Okay, so before we make our tortillas, we're going to preheat our comal on medium heat. So once we have that going on, make sure that your counter space is nice and clean. Now we're going to grab a little bit of flour, dust it on a rolling pin, add a little bit to our countertop, and now we're going to grab our ball of dough, place it on top, add a little bit more flour, press it down, and we're going to begin to roll it. So go up, flip it over, go up again, flip it over, go up again until we have a nice circle. Okay, so just like that. Once we have it, you should be able to see right through it. Now we can get ready to cook it. Okay, so the comal is nice and hot, place it on top and just allow it to blister. Okay, and once it blisters, we're going to flip it over and give it about 30 seconds or just allow it to puff. Okay, we're going to remove it from the comal, place it on a kitchen towel and cover it. And we just repeat the process. Alrighty, and once we have all of our tortillas, now we can get ready to make our carne. Okay, we're going to heat up our skillet on high heat. We're just going to add a little bit of oil and allow it to heat up. Once hot, we're going to throw in our meat. We're going to season it with salt and black pepper. And now we're just going to allow it to brown. So once we brown our meat, we're going to add our potatoes. I'm going to season the potatoes with garlic salt. We're going to mix it and we're going to allow it to cook until the meat's juice evaporates. Alrighty, so after 5 minutes, all of the meat's juices should have evaporated. So I'm just going to add a little bit more oil to fry the potatoes a little. And just allow them to cook for 5 minutes. And at this point, we're also going to add arrajas. So give it 5 minutes, just until the potatoes are almost done. Okay guys, so after 3 minutes, our potatoes should be nice and soft. Of course, just make sure that you check them. And at this point, I'm going to reserve a little bit of the mixture before I add the salsa. Just because I got my kid who doesn't like the salsa with the meat. Okay, to the rest, we're going to add the salsa. And I'm going to add a little more water so I can get it all from the blender. Okay, so just mix it. I'm going to give it about 3 minutes, and just like that, our BISTEC is done. Okay, and after 3 minutes, taste it for salt and adjust it if needed. And now we can get ready for the fun part. Alrighty, so we're going to grab our tortillas. I'm going to add a little beans to my taco. Just spread them in there and top it with our BISTEC. Okay, and I'm just going to top it with a little lime juice and avocado slices. Of course, you can add some queso cotija, queso fresco. And just like that, we can get ready to enjoy. Alrighty, you guys, and now for the best part, the taste test. Now let me tell you guys that this meal is seriously super easy to make. Of course, you know, if you cook the bistec at the same time that you're making the tortillas, and it will be even faster, but it is so simple yet very delicious. So I hope you give it a try and enjoy it just as much. Cheers and enjoy. It just takes me back to my childhood. Everything in one. So good. Tortillas, the bistec is so soft, so flavorful. And of course you can make it even at breakfast like how we used to by adding a fried egg. And just the whole meal. So good. These are honestly the best bistec tacos. Alrighty guys, and there you have it, how I make some delicious tacos de bistec. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and if you did, please don't forget to give me a big thumbs up. Share with your friends and family, and if you get this recipe, please don't forget to tag me in any of my social medias. And if you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button so you guys can be part of our family. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye.